All right, it is a good day today. It's a new day. It's amazing weather right now. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a great day. I don't know why I'm wearing a cap like this, and I don't know how I'm just rolling off my tongue right now. But right now, we're about to go take the Z3 to finally get the tire fixed on this car and get new tires. So if you guys didn't watch the last video, which by the way, link in the description, we went to Costco to get the tires done, and we're gonna get the shipment out. The shipment has come in now, and so it's time to just go to Costco and drop off the Z3. This is a cold startup on a 1998 BMW Z3.
Okay, being honest, it wasn't a cold start, but like a little bit of lukewarm start, but still.
So according to the car, it's currently around 66 degrees. It's like that weather, it's not the best top weather, but if you have the heated seats on, you have your heat running full blast, it's a good mix, you know? And welcome to Costco. Okay, made it to Costco. Let's go in the tire center. Okay, so it is about it's not even 2 hours later. The new tires are already on the Z3. We're about to go get it, but I will say real quick, it is weird not having a car in the garage. We just cleaned the spot as well, so the garage just looks so much more empty, and you can hear my echo a lot more. Hello! Yeah, but let's go to Costco and let's get that Z3. Okay, so I'm looking for the Z3 right now, just looking across the Costco parking lot to try and see if the Z3 is anywhere nearby. I see it. It's a hot walk away, so 1 second. The Z3 is here, and so is a Mazda RX-8. I'll be honest though, right now, I'm just waiting for the keys. I'm waiting to get the keys back to the Z3. Cool. But take a look at these tires though. These are Michelin Pilot Sport All Seasons, and well, I don't know what else to say besides cool looking tires. They're new tires, and there's no screw in this back tire at all. Yay. Okay, just got the keys. Let's go. Okay, so I did want to try a new filming angle, which is essentially I've clipped it onto my, what would you call this thing? The sun visor, and seeing if that works. So, well, let's hope for the best, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't like this already. Starting from the bat, I'm nervous with this. Yeah, no, this ain't working. Well, filming that way turned out to be a massive fail, so I'm not trying that again. But in good news, the Z3 is basically complete. I'm so happy, and I cannot believe it. Man, like, the transmission problem is gone, the oil leak is gone, the tire is all good now, and it's on a really good set of Michelin Pilot Sports. I honestly am so happy that with these new tires. I just drove them a little bit, like from Costco back home, and it drives actually a lot smoother than what the Nexons did. So yeah, man. So it is a new day today. I have the Z3 here, I have the Prius here, and today we're going to talk about why the Z3 is better than the Toyota Prius, which I know is going to upset a lot of people, comparing a hybrid to a sports car, but I mean, hey, I like this car. I've driven that car. I've technically daily driven both, but I mean, I like this one a bit better. So let's get started. So let's start with the obvious reason as to why I like the Z3 better than the Prius, and that's that this is fun. Like, this car, it just drives nicely. It has a nice exhaust note to it, which obviously I know is aftermarket, but still, like, it's a nice exhaust note. And I mean, it's just a lot better driving experience than the Prius. This car is called
the ultimate driving experience. It is a BMW after all, and BMWs are fun to drive comparatively to you have a Prius. And a Prius, on the other hand, is, well, it just feels a bit mopey, you know? You drive around, you're just there when you drive it. Versus in this car, you're having an experience. You're not just driving it, you're experiencing it. And man, it's a lot more of a fun experience driving this than this. Surprisingly, this car is also faster than the Prius. This car is a 2015, and this car is a 1998, meaning that there's 17 years between the two. This car is 17 years newer, and yet this car does 0 to 60 in about 10 seconds, and this car does 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds. Which, even though this car is really new, it's still a whole about 3 seconds behind in 0 to 60, which just blows my mind that a car can be that slow. Like, driving this car, it barely keeps up with traffic sometimes, and that can be kind of terrifying when there's like large cars behind you, next to you, in front of you, and you have to be able to keep up in a much slower car. Don't get me wrong, it's also scary next to those cars in this, but at least this can hold up against traffic. Versus this one, it just kind of lags behind.
So I'm sat in the Z3 to talk about my third point as to why I think the Z3 is better than the Prius. And that is that it's a convertible. Like, there's no fixed roof on it compared to the Prius where, well, to be fair, I can't even do camera angles like this if I was in the Prius. But yeah, so when you have the top down in this car, from what I've experienced, it's a lot of fun. Like, you just feel the wind and you can just look up, see the sky. It's a great feeling to have, honestly. Versus in the Prius over there, it's more of just like just driving normally, just having just like not really doing much, you know? It gets kind of boring. Versus this, it's like, let's have some fun, take the roof off and just go experience the sky, experience nature. Yeah. So another reason why I would say that the Z3 is better than the Prius is that the Z3 has a lot of features that even that Prius over there does not have. The big two being heated seats and powered seats, as shown right there. The fact that the Prius contains neither of these features just galls me. Like, these are now much more industry standard now when that car was made in 2015 than they were back in 1998. Yet this car has it, and that car does not. To prove my point, as we go inside the Prius, you can see there's no power module over there. All you have to do is just that to move it. Along with that, as you go in, since these seats are cloth seats, there's no heated seat module for them. As you can see, that there's nothing over there, nothing over here, nothing here. You guys get my point. To give credit to the Prius, it does have some features that the Z3 doesn't. The big one is Bluetooth. Essentially, you can connect your phone, and it's a lot easier of a process to do on here than it would be in the Z3. In the Z3, it can be a bit finicky, but in this, basically right as you start it up, it'll auto-connect to your phone. That being said, it's still missing a lot of the quote-unquote basic and standard features of 2015. There's no way to lock your glove box, even though you have two of them. And as I previously mentioned, there's no heated seats, powered seats, or anything like that. But now we move on to the final reason why I think the BMW Z3 is better than the Toyota Prius. And that is that simply, the Z3 is underrated and the Prius is overrated. And what I mean by that, well, for the Z3 underrated part, I do have a whole video on why, link in the description. But as for why the Prius is overrated, that is that everyone, when they want a hybrid, they pick the Prius. This is the first thing that they come to, the Toyota Prius. When they consider, hey, I might get a hybrid, they can get this. But the problem with that is that there's so much better competition out there, especially nowadays. The Hyundai Ioniq, not the new cool one, admittedly, but the older ones, those got equally as good fuel economy and they performed a lot better. Same with the BMW i3 range extender. The i3 range extender, it has a 2-cylinder hybrid in it
that does 0 to 60 in about the same time as the Z3, ironically enough. But to have the same amount of fuel economy, because the i3 gets about the same fuel economy as the Prius, and to have a better performance, and since it's a BMW, a somewhat better interior, that's just crazy that anyone would pick the Prius over something like the Ioniq or the i3. So looking at this Prius right here, it's a 2015 with about 55,000 miles on it. This car can be valued somewhere around $19,000 in today's market. The crazy thing is, when you look at the i3s for sale, as shown right there, you can get them in the 14s, the 15s, very easily. This is a nationwide search, and there's i3s all over the United States, which you can get for less than what this Prius would cost you, or at least a valuation of this Prius, which is just crazy to believe that the i3 is less than a Prius. About the same year, same mileage, all of that. You can get an i3 for less than what you can a Prius. Man.
But just like that, today's video is over. I know it's gonna ruffle up some feathers, especially in the Prius community. So yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know how you feel in the comments below. I would love to hear the other side's opinion. Like, in all seriousness, I'd want to hear what the Prius community has to say about this, and the Z3 community, if they have anything to say about it as well, or anybody in general. I would love to hear what anyone says about what I've said in today's video. And if you have anything to say, leave it in the comments below. And if you like what you're seeing, leave a subscribe. But just like that, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.